All right, some good news in Waterbury this morning. Everyone should have their water back on.
Yeah, but there's still some bad news here, unfortunately. That water's still not safe to drink. Your reporter, Anna Stansfield, live from the water main break on Thomaston Avenue. So, Anna, when can people expect to get clean water back?
Well, good morning. That's really the question on everyone's mind here, so let's break it down. The city sent out different water samples to be tested at a state lab yesterday afternoon. It typically takes about 24 hours to get those results back, but that could mean that by tonight, everyone in Waterbury could be drinking out of their faucets with clean water. In the meantime, though, that boil water advisory does remain in effect. Running water back in Waterbury homes. Many people taking a shower in their own bathrooms for the first time in days yesterday. It was a sigh of relief, but the struggles aren't completely over. You still need to boil your water before you think about drinking or cooking with it. The city's water superintendent also asked that you try and conserve as much water as possible as everyone starts doing the things they couldn't do for days, like taking a long hot shower, doing laundry, washing the dishes, or even flushing the toilet. He says that could strain the system's water supply. And for any Waterbury restaurant owners, you should remain closed until clean water results come back. And while that boil water advisory remains in effect, the city plans to continue handing out free bottled water at Municipal Stadium. You can head there this morning if you need some clean water. I'm your reporter in Waterbury, Anna Stansfield, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
All right, thank you, Anna.